If you take South Africa's growth rate, this is a slide that goes back a long time. Those of you who would have heard me before will know I always refer to this. I think it's a fantastic compass to have of where we're going. It starts in 1975. It runs for 35 years to 2010. And what does it do? It adjusts the growth rate for inflation and population growth. I'm a very firm believer in dealing with population growth or demography because I don't think you can talk about the long term unless you talk about your breeding habits. Or not your habits, the outcomes. Habits is your private matter. How many kids are you making? And the number of children that you're making is fundamental to any future scenario. You can't do a future scenario without looking at population growth. And population growth, and there's the story, I really don't have to say anything more. I call this period now, why is it 25 years? Well, our highest per capita incomes that we ever had in the country was in 1981, after the gold boom of 1980, where we ended the year there on 31 December with very high incomes. We only reached that level of income again, adjusted for inflation, in 2006. So we lost 25 years. 25 years that we should have grown jobs, we didn't. That we should have expanded the economy, we didn't. I just want to leave you with a last slide on what is possible in South Africa. That is what we've done. We've had economic growth now for about 20 years. By getting richer, you sustain the process of becoming more modern. You can now again upgrade Transnet, you can upgrade SAS. All of that is possible because in the last decade and a half, we increased per capita incomes by 28%. If you grow the economy at 3.25%, which is where I hang my hat, then in 11.5 years, you can repeat the 28. If we're completely wrong about the state of the global economy, and because of the stuff that we have globally, we end up with 2.5% growth, then it'll take you 17 years, the same as the period there, to again do 28. And therefore, I think the South African story is simply one of putting one foot in front of the other. I have absolute, complete confidence that just as the country today is a better place than what it was 20 years ago, it will 20 years from now again be a better place than what it is today. For some, that's too slow. For others, just can't handle it. And if you can't live with ambiguity, then you mustn't be here. Then I recommend Canada or Australia. But if you can live with ambiguity, if you can do that, you can master that skill, I have absolutely no doubt that the society in 20 years' time will be better than what it is today. Thank you very much.